When Jesus was seeking the will of God in the wilderness for 40 days, he was fasting. So his primary purpose was to fully submit all of himself to the will of the Father. Jesus experienced 3 temptations. And all 3 of these temptations relate to our financial decisions. Here's the first. If he was fasting, then he was hungry. And the devil's first temptation was to spend out of your appetite. Right? Turn these stones to bread. The first temptation will be, to do with your money what you feel to satisfy your hunger at the moment. Have any of you ever gone out, Carolyn knows I've done this before, not even looking for a car, and came home with one? You've never done that. Have any of you just gone out, not even needing a new coat, and bought one? How many leather jackets do I have hanging in the closet? Too many. Do I have a witness, sisters and brothers? So the first temptation is to spend out of your appetite, not out of your need or your pursuit. Now here's the second temptation. A lot of you have wondered what this temptation was about. Remember when the devil told Jesus, go up to the highest point in the city and jump off, and surely God, because you're the Son of God, would send his angels to deliver you? Remember that temptation? And Jesus, what was Jesus' response? You shouldn't tempt the Lord your God. Here's what that means. That we keep doing stupid stuff and expecting God to deliver us from stupid. Jesus was a dummy. You don't tempt the Lord. So when God gives you a directive about debt, you don't keep living that lifestyle and expect God to be there from delivering you from stupid. Now, the third temptation was do you remember what the third temptation was? Satan said to Jesus, look at all of the kingdoms of the world and all they can contain. Follow me and I'm going to give you all of this stuff. And you won't even have to sacrifice or go through pain to get all of this stuff. You remember the temptation? And what did Jesus respond? Here's what it means to fully bring your money matters, every dimension of your life, into the kingdom of God worldview. He said, you must worship the Lord and serve Him only. You must worship the Lord and serve Him only. In other words, it means a commitment in temptation to stand firm in God's will. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Come near to God and he will come near to you. In other words, anything less than the will of God in every dimension of my financial life is not an option. Living in continued failure is not an option. It is saying, Lord, I want what you want, and through the strength that comes through your grace, I'm willing to work it until I do it. That's what it means to stand firmly. Defeat is not an option. Anything less than the directive of God is not an option. That's what it means to rebalance my life priorities, sisters and brothers.